Hello everybody, again, it's Lucky Jack 20 from the Bot Flares, and I'm continuing my Let's Play of Banjo-Tooie. So now in the last episode, we were given access to this area with, I believe, Jiggy Wiggy's his name from King Jingaling. These names just are the weirdest names I've ever seen. And Jiggy Wiggy finds us, and he tells us to enter his temple over there, but we have to see his doorman first. But now, the first thing I want to do, actually, is head over here, because as you can see right here, we have another silo. And now that we've opened to them, I'll show you, we can now access Jinjo Village through this, and it'll become a little quick access point. Now then, we can also head down this tunnel that the digger went through. We won't be able to follow it very far, but at the end is a Jinjo. Now the way Jinjos work in this game, it's not like there's Jinjos in every single world, but they do, and the colors are never like the same every time you play it. It'll always be different, but there are just a certain amount of Jinjos of a certain color out in the world, and when you find all 7 of them, well, this Jinjo will explain it. Thanks for rescuing me. I live in the house with all the rest of my similar colored family, which in this case would be the blue Jinjos. Rescue us all and we'll give you the family heirloom. Can anyone guess what that heirloom's probably going to be? Exactly. So, knowing that, I'm just going to head over now to King Jiggy Wiggy's temple, and outside you get this cutscene. I am a lowly disciple of Jiggy Wiggy. I work the door, and only those who are worthy can enter. I'm just summarizing what they're saying. You think we're worthy? That depends. To prove yourself worthy to enter, you must collect images in the form of Jiggy Wiggy himself. And what might these images look like? Jigsaw pieces, also known as jiggies. That sounds familiar. Let's see what you have then. It seems you have collected enough jiggies to be allowed inside. Remember, no cameras permitted and only food purchased at Big Jiggies can be eaten within. Jeez, alright. First I wanted to get my food at Burger Jings, but alright. Greetings, O Chosen One. You have entered the sacred temple of Jiggy Wiggy. Approach the golden monolith if you wish to prove yourself worthy. We're gonna do that in a sec. Now, these signs up here, they won't say much, they'll just say this. When fortune smiles, here will be written the Jiggy secrets. To get a little hint, you can actually walk behind this wall here. Secret passageway. Awesome. Now, back here, we have some other signposts. These ones, however... Have you looked on the roof of the Red Jinjo house? Yep, saw one of those treble clef notes in the last episode. Witchy world is where fortune may smile upon you. So, hang on, let's read this last one. An egg container followed by jingling? Okay, that one I can explain, but not at this moment. But apparently the way to read these signs is involved with a place known as Witchy World, which people who have played this game before already know what I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know it, none the wiser. Alright. And oh my goodness. I'm just looking at the screen right now, and yep, I knew I should have gotten that new video card. Shoot. It looks alright on my TV screen playing this, but on my computer it looks like what you're seeing right now. Well, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The only difference is that now in every picture there's probably going to be those weird colored graphic dots, and the entire right side of the screen, the entire right side of the port is just going to be all screwed up. But who knows, it may even prove a little bit more helpful when you're working with these puzzles, knowing that the whole right row is just going to look like crap. I'm sorry, people, I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to have to figure out a way to fix that as soon as possible. And, completing the puzzle, the Crystal Jiggy awakens, or activates. Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy! I'm sorry, it's really weird. I'm sorry, it's just really difficult to be all epic when you're saying that name. Jiggy Wiggy. Anyway, so now, with the power of the first Jiggy and completing that little puzzle, we've opened the first world, which you've also kind of gotten a little glimpse of into with that little We also got to get a little, I guess you can kind of call it a preview of what the world's going to be like in that little puzzle we solved. We showed a weird, like, cat-like guy running around through gold and whatnot. Do not have enough jiggies to attempt challenge 2. Come back later. Okay, yeah, we understand it. We gotta come back with more jiggies. Which, let's see what we have here. We're gonna need 4, so we only need 3. That's gonna be easy. And, ooh. Hello? This is Jiggy Wee's Ultra of Knowledge. Press B to view the Mighty One's wisdom. Alright, what is your wisdom? I've already opened this door for you. Well, thank you, Mr. Obvious. Okay. Now, quite a few improvements actually from the first game in these levels. First of all, well, most important thing, well, first of all, this warp pad, which allows you to go from place to place in the world, because the levels are a lot larger now from Banjo-Kazooie's levels. Also, people who played the original, not the Xbox version, but the N64 version of Banjo-Kazooie know, whenever you collected notes, and if you died, the notes would all reset themselves. Like, it was like a high score to see how many notes you could get, and if you got all 100, it would just save them. In this game, however, the notes come in bundles of 5 each, so it's a lot easier to get to all 100. Ooh, weird little statue there. And they do not reset themselves, so I could come back here and also have all these notes. So, plus on that. What the heck is that thing? Hey! Get your sorry hide over here and press B! Okay, fine, don't yell. Drill Sergeant Jar is reporting for duty, sir. And you can love this puzzle, he looks like Bottles in uniform. Of course we look like Bottles, you punk. He's my brother. How's the geek keeping anyhow? Not too good. Recently deceased at the hands of Granny the Witch. Sorry to hear that. Hey, Ball, did he go out fighting? Playing cards, actually. Pfft, typical. So we wanted to learn some of my special moves to get even with the witch, huh? Not really. Bottles taught us loads in the last game. He only knew novice moves. You'll get nowhere without my advanced techniques. Sounds good to hear. Never mind. I messed up there. Not that easy, punk. You've got to prove yourselves first by collecting new notes. Come back if you can find enough. Hey, wait a minute. I see you've got enough notes from my first lesson. Listen and learn, you punks. What you need is a name and sight. Hit the target, then you might. First person view by pressing C. Up C. Hit Z to fire with accuracy. I gotta practice those little rhymes, but they're kind of funny. Okay, so now what he's taught us is actually a pretty basic advanced move, but pretty cool. Now when you go into first person mode, you have this little targeting reticle, and then when you press Z, you can fire eggs. Combine that with the Amazo Gaze's zooming in ability, you can pretty much snipe it. You can pretty much snipe anything now. Get a couple more notes up here, and looks like a little Mumbo Skull to the left. But I'm gonna skip that and go over to the left here first, where we're actually gonna use that move we just learned. Let's go into first person mode and shoot an egg into each one of these things' mouths. There we go. Missed it. There. Go up here. And that'll do it. You also just hit him on the tip of the nose, I realized, but it opens the door in this temple. This chamber, whatever. It doesn't look like it's as big as a temple, but it could be a chamber. But anyway, first, I'm gonna get a couple of these eggs over here. There we go, get up to a nice good 100. And in here is the treasure chamber. There's that guy we saw in the picture. What's up with you? It's terrible. I cannot find Target Zan's favorite priceless relic thingy. I think it may have been stolen. Tough luck, we don't care. Help Chief Bloatus find it and I'll reward you with a jiggy. A jiggy? Well, in that case. Great. I'll open up the door for you. Please hurry. And up there. Oh, a Cheeto page too. That's nice. But that opens the door, which should help us get the next. We'll get to that thingy that he wants. And we get the empty honeycomb up there. Now, unlike in the last game, there's not only 2 in each level. There can be a multiple number. Like, I believe in this world there's 3, so I'm just going to keep an eye out them. And yes, I'm going to be 100%ing this game, pretty much every item I can get, all the Jinjos, all the honeycomb pieces, notes, whatnot. Get these notes and I'll activate the other warp pad. You found another warp pad. Move on to it and press B to warp to any other warp pad that you have activated in this world. So, yeah, that's just not much else to explain on that one. Here, this is Mumbo's new head. A little bigger than before. You've got a glow bow. They're supposed to have magical powers. Yeah. A little bigger than last time. Hey, Mumbo, wake up. Ah, Baron Bird here at last. Mumbo beat best shaman in game, so build new skull. Mumbo also want to help. Must find me magic creature. We've got a glow bow. Must give magic creature to Mumbo if you want help. Want Mumbo's help? Sure, why not? Sure, we need all the help we can get. Throw it in Mumbo's bag. Okay. So, yep. You saw it here first, guys. In Banjo-Tooie, you can now play as Mumbo. Mumbo get to be here at last. Press B to see mighty shaman Zapstick. Return me to my chair when I want to be Baron Bird again. Let's see the sign quickly. Use the giant shiny one to open the huge stone doors. It's basically his stick can act pretty much just like a taser. It zaps people and they die. Simple as that. However, be cautious. Mumbo has less health than Banjo and Kazooie, so just keep that in mind as you're playing. Now, first thing I'm going to do is use this warp pad. And since it's the default option, I'm just going to quickly go to the entrance. Because I'm just going to take care of the thing that Mumbo does in this world, the Mayahem Temple. I forgot to say that. Mayahem Temple is this place. Obviously a little mine-themed area. You see these Mumbo switches? Find this golden statue. Press B on them. Hope this works. We're gonna use a summon spell to summon the Golden Goliath. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. If only I could just fit out the door, that'd be amazing. We could just use this all over the place. Huh? Mumbo magic made Golden Goliath rise. Magic only lasts a short time. Show me again, return statue to space, press B. Well, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna quickly take care of all the stuff the statue can do. First thing you can do, went over to this skull door and press B to kick it in. Well, only a piece of it. Oh well, that's enough for Banjo to get through. We're just gonna come down here, and this boulder we can also kick in. Ha! Hang on. Okay, so now we take care of that. We can kick this door in, but this time when we kick it in, it's gonna go all the way in like that. Alright, we better hurry. We only got like a couple more seconds left of this thing. Once the timer runs out, no matter where you are, the statue's gonna like power down, and it'll just warp right back to its little stone altar, whatever you want to call it. Now the statue can walk in these swamps that would normally kill us, and it can pick up that Jiggy that's really high up. So that's the most important thing you want to do with it in here. But then another little side thing you can do, and if you have enough time, quickly walk over here and kick down this little mini door here. Now that's gonna be a really important place more later in the game. I'm just gonna, while I wait for the time to run down, kill some of these guys, and oh no, ran out. Mumbo magic run out. Yeah, thank you for that little repeat there. So yep, it's all down. So now, well, I'm gonna see. I have enough time, sadly. I usually cut these things, so I have no idea where it's gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop it here. So this is Lucky Jack 20 on About Flares. So join us next time on Let's Play Banjo-Tooie.